61. Pretty good at reading the Roman numerals still.
Yeah, that's good. You know, LXI. Back in LXI.
Back in the LXI days. Oh, La Mesa.
Oh, nice.
We know a little about La Mesa.
Spring Valley.
Not that much, but...
Learning to be around animals safely
The death dog.
opens the door to much that is fun and rewarding.
He'll be gnawing on the kid's bones here in about 5 minutes.
Is that Zeus
If you
or
understand
Apollo?
an animal,
Very
you're not
nice.
afraid of it.
The Magnum PI reference,
Knowledge
very
and
nice.
skill are the keys.
And it's good to have that
safety
dog
around
with him for
animals.
the rattlesnakes.
Yes. They can tag team
To
on
get
the
a
kid.
close look at a wild bird or animal is a
How'd you have
rare
that wild
experience.
bird?
Vicious.
Few wild animals, such as foxes,
All right, kid, line up for your rabies. Here we go.
unless we try to touch or to catch them. Bears, even young cubs that look so cute, may bite and claw just out of meanness.
They may rip your face off, kids.
So do some raccoons.
Raccoons.
And they also may carry
Really? Do you
disease.
think they bite and scratch out of
So do
meanness?
squirrels
Yes.
and other
Not
wild
because they're
rodents.
defending themselves?
Many sicknesses
It's
can
usually the
come
rabies.
from handling them. In fact, the only rodents safe to handle are those that have been bred and raised
These
for
things
pets
that carry the
or
bubonic
for
plague.
laboratory work.
Oh, there we go.
This snake is poisonous.
Where's Zeus to help out?
Mm.
Get him,
4
Zeus.
types
Or
of
Ricky
poisonous
Tikki Tavi.
snakes are found in North America.
Didn't
And
we
this
watch
is
that
a
movie, The
poisonous
Stranglers of
lizard,
Bombay, with the
a Gila
snakes?
monster.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a mongoose in there?
Yet,
That...
if you know them,
Yeah, that's I
most
mentioned
kinds of
Ricky
wild
Tikki Tavi.
lizards
Oh, yeah,
are
yeah,
safe
okay,
to
yeah.
handle
I'm a
and
one
make
trick
into
wonder.
pets.
It's okay.
Experts say
That's not a
reptiles
Komodo
are the
dragon. That
only
was a trick of the
wild
camera.
animals you can
Yeah.
take young and raise and keep safe.
Leave me alone, kid.
Reptiles are
Reptiles.
not often
This guy's pronunciations are hilarious.
and they don't turn mean suddenly when they mature, as most wild mammals
I'm surprised
do.
he didn't go with mature.
Some snakes are safe to handle and make into pets.
Some snakes are anacondas and they'll
how to
strangle you to
approach them,
death.
Is this
How to
video
pick
about
them
how to
up.
turn a wild animal into a
and
pet?
how to hold
It
them.
may be.
With these few exceptions,
Here's a young
wild
Sean Dicken
animals
handling
are
a
best
snake.
enjoyed by watching, not handling. Gentle and
The horse might be smarter than him.
But for some reason, he doesn't like this boy's petting. Watch how he tries to get the boy to stop.
Hey, kid, leave me
The
alone.
boy doesn't understand what the horse is trying to do. Pulling on the
Use your
reins
words.
and trying to get the horse's head down to be petted is a form of teasing.
This is going to
And
end badly
teasing
for little
animals often
Jimmy.
leads to accidents. For teasing excites an
I love how they're just filming this. They're just like,
Excited
yeah, this will be hilarious.
And nobody's helping that kid out.
Yeah, he just got a little bite. He'll be all
Persons
right.
who know how to handle it is good to watch them so as to know when
The
trouble
Rottweiler's
begins.
about to take that sandwich.
This dog wants food, not petting. If the boy were to turn away now, the dog would leave. There would be no trouble if the boy watched.
I love how
and
he's just got his eyes
what the
fixated on
dog
that
is
sandwich.
Good riders even know which foot is leading on their horses.
Bad riders
Not
close their
watching
eyes and hope for the
understanding
best.
Can lead to trouble, and trouble usually.
Yeah, he's got two dogs on him.
Either dog could knock the boy down by jumping up on him.
Let's hope so.
To know what an animal will do, you must watch it.
Ah!
Watch its eyes and its movements. These are better clues than sounds it makes. It is much harder.
Okay, Billy,
to
hold
calm
it
an
up.
animal
Tease
that
the
is
dog.
excited
I gotta make a
than
good
to keep
movie
it from
here.
Getting excited in the first place.
Well, enough of that.
This is true of cats. This one is calm and lets the boy approach.
That does not look calm.
It seems to tolerate being petted.
I'm tolerating you,
And
kid.
particularly enjoys being scratched behind its ears. Many animals like
And the
this.
kid pulls on its tail.
The boy and cat seem to be making friends.
At
But when the
first.
boy begins to pull at the cat's paw, see what happens. Teasing excites an animal, and many animals, if teased,
There you
will
go.
fight
Now we're
back.
talking. Forget it.
When the boy slaps the puppy, it turns on him again.
Good move,
Without
kid.
meaning
Oh
to,
my god.
The boy has started a big
Again,
fight
the
with
director's
puppy.
just filming this.
Once
just
an animal
whatever.
is excited, it's hard to manage. Teasing animals almost always makes them excited and angry.
This kid's getting assaulted. The
Large,
director
excited
just keep
animal
rolling.
is not safe to be near.
He's going for the nutsack.
Yes, even an
Puppy's
excited
playing.
puppy
It doesn't
can
know
be
better.
dangerous. You
Good
come to
Doberman.
respect animals.
He's really putting up with
and
that.
at the same time, to feel a strong bond with them.
Where's my food?
You aren't afraid, for you understand them.
You should be.
And if you have been taught to handle a trained animal, he will understand you and may follow your command.
Or he may not.
This is fun and exciting. To be safe around animals,
Just like whatever.
is to know them, to judge what you can do with them, and to be skillful in doing it. Having a big dog willing to take your command.
All right, kid, you get
is
one of
the
those, and then I'm
test of your
biting.
skill with animals. And of course, a companion such as this
Where's the
dog
saddle?
can help you in many ways. He can even protect you, can't he?
Maybe if you stay near him.
He just took off. It's like, oh no, a snake.
All right, well, Grover Jennings, you did a hell of a job there. No kids were killed in the production of this short.
Was this shown in elementary schools?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sugar jets.
You used to eat those, didn't you?
ladies and mothers,
Yeah, they
this is a
come
shopping
out like a jet.
it's perfect to be
Come on,
filled
like-
with good food to keep the family healthy and happy.
Yeah.
So mother food
Cram
is
your kids full of
vegetable
sugar in the morning.
because they taste good and are full of vitamins. Uh-huh. And with meat, because it tastes good and it's full of vitamins
Don't put
and
meat in your
protein.
cereal.
Uh-huh. And with sugar jets, because they taste delicious and give you vitamins
This
and
is kinda
protein,
creepy.
too. They're crunchy as ice cream cones.
Kinda.
Uh-huh. And they're just sweet enough. Grand for breakfast. And
They're called
fine for
sugar
snacks.
jets. You think they'd be more than sweet
And
enough?
feel good. Sugar jets
You can
are
do a
real
handstand on
food.
one hand,
the
kids.
triple treat of sugar-toasted oats and wheat. So jet up with sugar jets.
Jet up.
They make
No
you feel
thanks.
jet
Yeah, get
propelled.
all juiced up on Sugar Jets by Betty Crocker.
Sugar Jets. Hey, kids, here
Oh.
come new Sugar Jets. New
He's got 3 eyes. Does he? Yeah.
Jet brains, planets and stars, satellites and Saturn rings. Blast off with Sugar Jets.
Saturn rings.
Yes. All right, Molly grows up, which we don't get an intro to apparently.
So wait, that box of Cheerios I have is entirely Saturn rings. That's exciting. Where are they now? Monochrome Lab.
Consultants. We went through many, many consultants to get this film right. Well, at least a PhD wrote it.
Oh yes, Charles Lawrence.
Yes, well known for his directing.
Where are we now? University of Pennsylvania.
Yes,
Hi, Miss Jensen.
Good morning, girl.
just like an otherworldly
How's your throat
voice.
this morning, Molly?
Oh, just fine. It doesn't hurt at all anymore.
Well, you'd better stop by my office and let me take a look at it. It won't take a minute.
Okay.
She got a swabber.
Okay, Molly, let's take a look.
Let's take a look at that chlamydia.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
that's
those cold
very
sores are looking
fine.
great.
Going to the game tonight?
Oh, sure.
Parcheesi?
Will you please let someone else do the cheering for you? Because that throat is still slightly inflamed.
Okay, I'll be careful.
Oh, by the way,
Hope
Molly,
you're dead.
your mother left her gloves over at my house last night. Will you take them to her?
Sure, she's always reading them.
What was she doing at your house and taking her gloves
Okay.
off?
Better that you don't ask.
Dear Mrs. Lawrence.
Dear Penthouse Forum.
Your daughter stopped by. What?
You know,
Oh,
I've
my
known
God.
Molly and her family
breaking the
ever
fourth
since
wall.
She first came to school. And I think you might like to know her, too.
Oh
If
yeah.
only she didn't have the chlamydia.
Honestly, Molly, how many times have I asked you to leave my things alone? Well, all I was doing was just... You didn't get all the lipstick off either.
It's all over your dress.
Oh, I wasn't going to hurt you those things. I just wanted to try them. Well, why don't you ask Mom for some things of your own? You're old enough. Oh.
I mean, you gotta be pushing 20, right? What is that?
Madness.
Madness. Madness tampons.
Hi, what kind of a day did you have today?
Mom,
It
guess
sucked.
what?
I don't know. What?
Mom, I started my first period.
Oh, was that homeroom?
Well, what do you know? Come on, sit down. Tell me about
Maybe
it.
we should wipe up.
When did it start?
Well, it was this afternoon when I was changing into my gym clothes, and I noticed a bit of blood on my panties, and golly, at first I thought, well, I didn't know what to think. And then I remembered when we talked about menstruation.
Remember when that happened to you, Sean?
Well, then I went to see Miss
I do.
Jensen.
I was also in gym class.
How do you feel?
Wonderful.
Kind of funny like. I mean, well, I was hoping
Not
it would
funny
start
ha-ha,
tonight.
but funny
It seems
strange.
like
Of course, right at first you probably won't be very regular. Most girls don't settle down for a year
I'm
or so.
quite irregular.
Even then, some girls go more than a month between periods and others less. That's normal, too.
Try not to bleed on the
Eventually, your
couch
body
if
will
you...
set up its own regular time. Please sit up, Molly.
Oh, Mom, I'm comfortable.
Well, if
But I'm
you
not
sit and
comfortable
stand
with you.
straight, that'll give the organs inside your body room to
Oh,
function better.
jeez.
What?
That'll make you feel better.
Not a medical doctor.
I'll get it. That's probably safe.
Her teacher was sick one day and asked me to take her class.
Her teacher also had chlamydia.
And this is true of women everywhere. So you see, menstruation is just the
What on
natural,
earth?
normal
What's that thing on the
process
left?
leading up to being a mother. This is a diagram of the
That's a
uterus or
profile.
womb.
Like that I got, but
And these are the
Of a
fallopian
hip.
tubes leading to it.
this is a big
And these
Cthulhu
the
monster.
ovaries which produce the egg cells.
I thought it was a
Now, these
ram.
egg cells are far too small for us to see. But once each
Actual
month,
size.
an egg cell will leave one of the ovaries, go into the opening of the tube nearest to it, and then it's on its way to the uterus.
Whee!
Now, at the same time, the uterus has been preparing a growing place for this egg, a soft lining of blood vessels and tissues.
Ew.
If the egg unites with a male cell or sperm as it's on its way down the tube, it is fertilized. And then when it
We're all
reaches the
going to
uterus,
the growing
it settles down
place.
in this soft lining and begins to grow into a baby.
Just like that.
You missed something.
But
Close
if
enough.
the egg cell is not fertilized, it disappears.
Explain the fertilization process.
Yes. I think we're missing a
then-
big piece of this.
Since the lining is no longer needed, it too dissolves away.
Bye.
It doesn't really disappear.
And it
It's
flows
ejected.
out of the body through an opening in the
There you
hymen,
go.
which is a membrane over the opening of the vagina. And so we say that we are menstruating. Yes, Barbara?
Miss Jensen, when does menstruation start?
Well, some girls start when they're 10 years old, and some when they're 16 or 17, or anywhere in
Or
between.
30.
But the average age seems to be about
When does
13.
it stop?
No, I mean what day of the week will it start? My mother starts on Tuesday. Will mine too?
Oh, it might, but it probably won't, because each girl's body sets up her own
It tries to
time
be as
rhythm,
inconvenient as
and
possible.
the time between periods may vary anywhere from 23 to 32 days. And the flow lasts from 2 to 7 days, also depending on the girl's
The
own rhythm.
flow.
The cotton absorbs the flow, and when it is full, you remove it
See,
and
I
discard
never
it.
learned any of this stuff in school.
Yes,
No, me
Molly?
neither.
Miss Jensen, is it true that people can tell when you're menstruating?
Well, they can smell
No,
it, yes.
it isn't. But you should be more careful than ever about personal cleanliness and daintiness.
And dinking.
Change your underwear more often, and be sure and use a deodorant.
And try not to
Pay
bend
more attention
over.
to your hair and your nails, and plan to wear your prettiest dress. In other words, be your most attractive self.
Yes.
And remember,
No one likes a
menstruation
hideous
is
woman
only
on
a
her
part of
period.
growing up. As you grow, your body changes from that of a young girl to that of a woman. It's becoming round.
And then you
with
turn
the
into an
beginnings of
old
a
crone
button
like me.
and the start of a real waistline and hips. And hair is beginning to
A
grow in
real
different
waistline and
places.
hips, not
Pubic hair.
those pathetic
and
waistline and
underarm
hips you
hair.
have.
No. It was
Yes, Anne.
unacceptable.
Miss Jensen, what about dancing? Can you when you're menstruating?
Absolutely
Yes, you
not.
can, with moderation. In fact, you can do
I like
most of
that.
the things you usually
There we go.
do.
I need that
Skating.
You
sign.
can bathe or shower as long as you use warm water.
Play fast
You can wash your
games.
hair.
Like
Be
Jenga?
sure to
Is that a
dry it
fast
quickly.
game?
And you can swim if you wait until after 2 or 3 days
Is
after
rugby
the
a
beginning of your
fast
period.
game?
And you can go to dances and
It is.
picnics. But it's not a very good idea to skate, or ride
Well, it never
horseback,
is.
or play fast games like volleyball
Square
and
dance.
basketball, or do strenuous dancing like square
What
dancing.
about the lambada?
Or anything that bounces you around a lot. In general, mild exercises are best. Ones that strengthen the abdominal muscles are particularly good. It's sensible to avoid strenuous exercise
Like you do
when you're
Pilates.
menstruating. And you be sure and tell your mother or me if
I
everything
don't think they had
doesn't seem to be
Pilates
just
back
right.
then.
Now, I'd like each of you to take one of these booklets about menstruation. And when you finish
It's written
reading
by
it, if you
men,
have
by
any
the way.
questions, be sure and come and see me.
Should have just started with the booklet.
And remember,
Why did I have to hear that whole lecture?
menstruation is as normal and natural as eating or breathing or sleeping.
Or smoking weed, or passing out.